Folks, hello and welcome to the Tavern Chat Cast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and today it's like free buybacks. And why is that? Excuse me, because I have been updating the Tavern's list page of free OSR RPG rule sets. So I've been doing the fantasy ones. There's well over 50. I think it's like 55 or 56 now. I updated the blog post, I guess, late Friday night, and I had a few people mention things, which they should do, what I had missed, and I am far from perfect. It's been a couple of years since I updated this list, and some of the links were dead. Some people gave me valid links. I'm not sure if I'm going to do sci-fi or maybe I'll do sci-fi next because it's probably a shorter list, and then the adventures and stuff. It's going to be a long one. So, but I figured I'd go over it because if you don't follow the blog, I'm going to give you a link. It's going to be in the show notes, and it'll be a pinned post that'll take you to the current blog post for this because this is where I'm going to be making the changes over the next couple of days. If you see something that I have missed, we're going to go over this real quick. Now, if you see something that I've missed, leave a comment. Leave a actually, I guess you can't leave a link. Maybe you can. Leave a comment. Name what it is. Point me in a direction. I will update this page and add it to it. Now, if something is missing, it's not because Tenkar thinks it's shit. I'm not making reviews of any of this stuff. Okay, it's got to be old school, not necessarily OSR. People are going to go, basic role playing is D100. That's not D&D. It's not OSR. If I was playing this shit back in the 80s, and there's a free version of it, or retro clones it, or it's inspired by, I'm likely listening. So just so you know what the parameters are. So, Swords and Wizardry. Get Swords and Wizardry Light. Swords and Wizardry White Box. Swords and Wizardry Core. Swords and Wizardry Complete. Also, please, I need to note, the first couple of rule sets are the oldest rule sets, the obvious rule sets. After that, it's in the order that I found them. So just because a rule set at the beginning doesn't make it better. All right, there's no ranking going on here. Labyrinth Lord. Again, this page has the links to all this stuff, so you can get this stuff, download it for free. Labyrinth Lord, Revised Edition, and Advanced Edition Companion. That makes your Labyrinth Lord into basically an AD&D 1E game. Those are free. Osric, free. Hackmaster Basic, first 5 levels of the new Hackmaster. That is free. Basic Fantasy RPG. That is free, and most of its support material is free, or should be damn close to it. Blue Home, Prentice Rules, free. That's basically basic. Delving Deeper, that's the original white box. For Gold and Glory, I believe that might be a 2E type of, second edition of the advanced version of the game. Lamentations of the Flame Princess. We all know what that is, right? If you haven't checked it out yet, it's free. Dark Dungeons. Another retro clone. Free. Myth and Magic. Now, Myth and Magic is the one where a lot of this shit never got shipped. It was sitting in somebody's apartment in Massachusetts. A certain lawyer who took too long to complete this, and then shipping killed the project. But it's another 2E clone. It's a very well done clone. So don't miss out on it just because, it's shit the bed. Spellcraft and Swordplay. This is the basic box there for it. Renegade, or basic set. Renegade. These are all a lot of these rules are fantasy heartbreakers. hey, they're free. Maybe you'll find stuff that you like. Crimson Dragon Slayer, version 1.1 and D20 revised. This is from Rengar Santanis. Love him, hate him, or be indifferent to him. He does some good stuff. Those are free. Sharp Swords and Sinister Spells. Dungeon Slayers. Stoneholes and Serpent Men. The Majestic Fantasy Basic Rules. Majestic Fantasy Basic Rules is Rob Conley's hack of Swords and Wizardry. It's a very good rule set. I have actually played in a couple of games with Rob using that. Swords and Shapeshifters. It's using the Monster Manual 2. It's a riff on the Continual Light engine. Fiends and Falchions is riffing off of the Fiend Folio and Swords and Wizardry Continual Light. So I didn't write them, but uses my rule set. Pretty cool. Fantasy Heroes and Witchery. This is people are. I know a lot of people who take stuff from this and use it with their Osric and their 1E. So Microlight 74. The whole Microlight stuff is a very light system. Microlight 74 is kind of taking the D20 back to its roots. Runs very light. Pendragon, classic first edition. I had this box. I think I still have this box set. Yes, it's basic role playing, pretty much, kind of. It's free. Why not get it? It just for the setting alone, the material is well worth it. Maze Rats. Just I think that only uses D6s. Old school hack. White box, fantastic medieval adventure game. That is basically a rewrite / hack of the Swords and Wizardry white box. It is very popular. It is very well done. Again, free. Mazes and Minotaurs, Player's Manual. This is the what if this was the first role-playing game. It's interesting. Iron Falcon is the Chris Gonnerman, who I believe is the man behind the Basic Fantasy RPG, is involved with Iron Falcon. It is drawing its inspiration from the white box. Open Quest. I'm looking for a new link on Open Quest, if you guys can find it. Open Quest was a rewrite of the Mongoose Runequest / Legends OGL. Great rules. If you can find me a free version of this, the link that I had is done. D6 Fantasy and all the other D6 books can still be found. Where's that link go back to? Sorry. OGC RPG Library. So, pretty cool. They're $1.79 or so if you want to go through drive-through, but they are still available legally for free. I think they're some of the best rules out there. Low Fantasy Gaming, an excellent OGL game. Saga of the Splintered Realm, Book 1 Core Rules. This has been around for, I think it's Michael Dessling. Michael, I'm getting your name wrong, I'm sure. I was involved in the Kickstarter, I believe, of this project. So I just wrote an adventure. That's all I did. Old School Essentials, Classic Fantasy, OSE. You've heard of it. You know of it. This is the link to the basic rules. The Pedal Hack. It's a Empire of the Pedal Throne hack. Zweihander Grim and Perilous RPG. The Basic Hack. Talisantan Handbook. This is something from this is literally one of the alternate D&Ds that was out there in the 80s. Nice to see it is out there for free. Swords and Six-Siders. Sabers and Witchery. One Pot. A very simple OSR game. Flying Swordsman, if I recall correctly, Flying Swordsman is martial arts inspired. I don't know if it's going for authentic setting, but I think it's more a setting based upon the movies that we watched and the Thursday afternoon or Saturday afternoon movie. Searches of the Unknown, another simple or simplified OSR hack. Torch and Sword, the Mongoose Runequest Srd. There used to be, I believe, a document that you could house rule. That I can't find a link to, but you can still get the luxury PDF of the SRD. So that's linked there. RetroQuest 2, again, it's off of the D100 SRD, recreating RuneQuest, 2nd edition. Sword and Spell, another pretty much a white box hack. Crown, again, this one is strongly influenced by Fantastical Medieval Adventure game. It's largely compatible with other OSR games. World Without Number. This is Kevin Crawford's most recent release. This is amazing. If nothing else, grab it to learn how to run a good sandbox, learn material for it, and use that in with your own system. Dagger, an RPG toolkit for gaming with kids. Dungeon Delvers, Ultra Portal. It's a one-page D&D variant. Something like that's very good for con play. Dungeon Raiders, another simplified game. Blood and Treasure. That has been around for, I think, nearly 10 years. You see that it's free. It's a very good, pretty much like a 1E rewrite. It's spot on. I have print copies, hardcover copies of that. BX Advanced, 1st edition through a BX lens. Peasants and Pitchforks. Just gotta love it for the title. All right, really. Castles and Crusades, Player's Handbook and Fiction. It's a bundle. You don't need to read the fiction, but you get the 7th edition, I believe, the Castle Crusades Player's Handbook for free. There Once Were Dragons. This is apparently a starter edition, gets you through 3rd level. Dungeon Crawl Basics allows you to run DCC RPG funnels without needing a full rule set. So, a huge thank you to those that commented on this post so far. Again, if there's stuff you think I'm missing, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to leave, I said, a link to this as a pinned comment and in the show notes. This only gets better. It only covers more by you letting me know what I'm missing. Okay, these are not reviews. I don't do reviews of this stuff. This is presented for your use. And hey, if it's free, it's for me. And it's free and legal. So, on that note, we're still in the midst of the world of COVID. Please, use your common sense. Okay, I'm not your father. I'm not going to parent you. I'm not going to hound you. You know your situation. Use your common sense. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode of Dun 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 Tavern Chat. Well, thank you, folks. Really do appreciate it. Catch you later.